Good afternoon. Thank you. My name's Ann Noonan. I'm the Executive Director for the Committee for U.S. International Broadcasting. The BBG is funded by all U.S. taxpayers. When it comes to being nonpartisan and objective, like Caesar's wife, this agency must be above suspicion and cannot afford to be even suspected of any misconduct, much worse engage in it. And yet we have seen in recent months this is an unprecedented level of blatant, one-sided partisanship being shown by some VOA executives, managers, editors, and a few reporters. And I say this as a Democrat. It is so bad that it has descended even into open and ugly sexism. Whether you are a Democrat or a Republican, a VOA reporter, who must be always perceived as unbiased, is completely out of line telling in public a sexist joke about the First Lady, lampooning the President's daughter simply for being a woman, or calling Mr. Trump an F-word in a public Facebook post. Mr. Lansing should not have told NPR that, I quote, "We have the greatest respect for the President," end quote. VOA's credibility and the agency's funding by taxpayers have been seriously undermined under his watch. Human rights defenders in Russia, China, and Iran will be the victims if bipartisan support for VOA and the agency completely evaporates as a result of such irresponsible behavior. Employee morale is still at a record low, with the BBG's federal employees rating senior leaders and employee engagement even lower than before in leadership in the latest 2016 OPM survey. We would like the BBG board to discover and report to the American public why countless BBG and VOA management elements and managers have for years followed and legitimized a VOA Persian service Twitter account, which VOA now admits was fake and established by an imposter. How is that possible that the agency that is supposed to exist as a counterweight to fake news? Scores of BBG's own reporters, as well as outside journalists, were fooled by this phenomenal management failure. We were also stunned by the VOA director's Facebook post highlighting a blatantly false claim from a Somali pirate who told VOA that he was not a pirate. As someone observed, VOA used to take pride in interviewing Václav Havel, who told the truth. It now takes pride in interviewing a hostage taker who tells lies. Equally baffling was VOA director's post praising a VOA report, which compared information being given out by the White House to the press to, I quote, manure. Other VOA reports we have seen imply to poorly informed audiences abroad Stalin-like persecutions in the United States under President Trump. RFE posts with anti-Israel themes from Iran border on being anti-Semitic. They all distort history and trivialize real human rights violations and threats to democracy. The BBG bureaucracy's ability to grow while restricting the rights of its employees is equally disturbing. The rights of foreign journalists working for RFE to form a real employee union and to defend themselves against illegal actions by the management are still severely restricted. CUSIB would like the BBG board to investigate why the case of Snezana Pelivian and Anna Karapetian have not been resolved, and why RFE employees cannot speak out without the fear of being fired. Thank you for listening. And also, there was no posting on the BBG website to sign up to speak. I had to challenge when I was told that I was not allowed to speak as a member of the public this time. So if you could please make it available for the public to speak, as other federal agencies and government agencies to do during these meetings, we'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You definitely are, and we will, and thank you very much for your comments.